Hello everyone, Todd with TradeLeverage.com. I want to take you through a trade setup that occurred on the pound yen on the overnight session on the Tokyo opening. And we have a 4-hour bar chart up on the pound yen. Price did form a pennant pattern, and we're going to go through the details on the trade setup for the breakout of this pennant pattern. Okay, so we have the 4-hour bar chart up. Let me go ahead and draw the pennant. The pole being represented by a strong price move to the downside here, and then the sides of the pennant here, and also here, where you have these two candles that had wicks probing this area right in here at the 151.10 mark. Okay, so advancing price forward, you see that in fact it did move to the downside. Now, you wouldn't have made an entry off the 4-hour chart. So once you set up this pennant pattern, you have to look at smaller time frames and then look for the breakout. One point here while we are on the 4-hour bar is, again, you're always looking at price relative to support, and that's going to be very important as one of your filters whether to enter this trade, whether it's a buy or a sell signal. We have nearest support right here and nearest resistance here. So price is coming off move to 152.71, coming back down, forming this pattern. Now nobody knows whether it's back up towards this resistance or the support, but that's why we're using a pattern breakout to identify and let price move in the direction it's going to move, and then get on board when it starts to move. So we have price here, we have room to the downside to roughly the 148.79. So let's go back down all the way down to the 15-minute chart and see what that looks like. Okay, all right, we have the top and bottom of the pennant in this area here. Here's the top of it, here's the bottom of it, and then price, as you can tell, take a move to the downside. If we continue the actual pattern and we complete that, and I'll show you exactly where it did move to the downside. Okay, alright, we're going to move that right up here and advance that here. Okay, right at this bar. Okay, just fix that for you. Right here, you can see price did make a move to the downside, a pattern of at least 10 pips. So in this case, it broke to about 30 pips or so. So you want to set your entry point just beyond the lowest bar right in this area here. Now, and where you want to go with this is to nearest prior support, and that down at 148.79. And as you can see, it does advance down to that level where you can take your profits. Let me reverse that, and for that kind of, you'll be looking at to approximately 115 pips or so. Now, again, where are you going to set your stops? Well, if your entry is here, you want to do your nearest, again, resistance area right in here. And again, you want to obey the risk-reward ratio of at least 2 to 1. So I know I'm good for about 115 pips. I really don't want to go more than 50, 60 pips as far as the stop out goes. But I can see I have this band right in this area of resistance. So right above the highs of these bars should do it as far as your setting your stop loss. If I did that, if I took an entry, stop loss would be right in the 58 area, 150.58 as far as price goes, in order to follow our rules of at least 2 to 1 risk-reward ratio. So hopefully you caught that pennant pattern. These are common patterns that occur throughout price, but again, it's not just a matter of looking at price, breaking onto these patterns, and then taking a buy or sell. There's other things to consider, just like support and resistance, and some other things we're going to follow to really get into some different filters as I create more videos to hopefully help you succeed as a trader. So hopefully you caught this trade. I'm going to be doing more of these as they occurred. Until next time, happy trading.